It's been an eternity since I've been back to Peren. It's a beautiful city where the traces of the past are omnipresent. But since we need to go to the Teleme embassy, we should go through the city centre, if I remember correctly.
Let's go.
Rapiers are the sharpest and most elegant in all Peren. They are just as eternal.
I understand that this pass is a little old, but I am certain that the Father Cardinal would not appreciate you making me wait. Oh, you're here.
Are these people with you?
Yes, and the Ambassador would like to meet them as well.
As your authorization's a little old, I cannot let all of you enter the confines. Go ahead alone. Your friends can join you, only if the Ambassador agrees to it.
I'm not going to let my friends wait here in the street.
They can wait inside, but they cannot go up into the offices until the Father Cardinal gives his authorization.
Very well. Thank you. I apologize, but you'll have to wait for me here in the entryway. It'll only take a moment. I am certain that you'll be able to join me very quickly.
What you're telling me is worrisome, Fausta. Truly worrisome. You have done well to find me. This information is going to be extremely useful.
I was only doing my duty. But I hear footsteps. I imagine that these are the friends you spoke about.
I hope you're having a nice day.
Forgive my curiosity, but this is the first time I've met someone from your island.
Cardinal Father, allow me to introduce to you the friends to whom I owe my freedom and life today.
My children, it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. I could never repay you for helping Fausta escape from the Alliance's jails and bringing her back to me.
Cardinal, we are also honored to meet you.
Fausta told me about the sufferings of your people at the hands of our enemies and what they have already done to you. Under the guise of civilization, these people behave like monsters, and you have all my compassion. As you know, our two nations have been at war for centuries. We should join forces against this common enemy.
Indeed, I have heard of it. There has even been fighting between your troops and those of the Alliance on our island.
Exactly. From Tir Pradee to the plains of Dutan, a trail of blood and anger has been wreaked by our two nations. Know that in any case, I will do everything in my power to aid you in your trials. But you must have questions or requests.
We need the financial backing of a nation or a wealthy patron to fund the journey back to Tiefredi. Could Teleme help us?
Regrettably, and I am truly sorry about this, I do not have the means to finance such an expedition.
Are the Vesps the only family who could help us?
You could also go and see the Dorsays, especially since they are already established on Tiefredi. I don't know which would be easier to convince at the moment. One thing is certain. They will both ask for something in return. These people are merchants first and princes second. Don't forget that. And it is highly likely that their ministers will refuse to see you without a letter of recommendation from an important person.
Someone like you?
Yes, for example. But I hope you understand that I cannot give you a letter of recommendation unless I can fully trust you.
Thank you for agreeing to see us, Father Cardinal.
Wait, please. I have a favor to ask of you. One of our priests here in Peren has shown no sign of life quite some time. I fear something might have happened to him, something terrible. I would like to ask you to find him and to reassure me that he is well. I imagine that my request raises quite a few questions. Be my guest and ask them. I will answer them to the best of my ability.
I understand how you might ask that of Fausta, who you know well, but we are complete strangers to you.
It's quite frankly your outsider status that interests me. Here the people are suspicious. The game of alliances and treachery is very complex, to the point that no one dares speak to anyone in fear that our hosts might take offense. The De Vesps are sensitive. One faux pas can mean exile or death. But you come from afar and will not arouse suspicion, and your awkwardness will be more easily overlooked and forgiven.
You are hoping that our inexperience in diplomatic matters will be to our advantage?
I would not allow myself to judge your abilities. But I hope that the people you speak with will think you naive and lower their guard.
What can you tell us about the priest?
Jacquemus hails from the north of Teleme. He came here to care for a parish in hopes of maintaining good relations with Peren. There are many believers in this city, and they were in need of someone to guide them in their faith. The man is easygoing, a charmer, who loves good food and life's pleasures. Perhaps a little too much for his own good. But he seemed to be the perfect candidate to assimilate in Peren. Someone who believed in the goodness of the enlightened, without having a taste for the ascetic.
What could this priest have been up to for you to worry so much about a momentary absence? Had you imagined he might have just returned to Teleme to see friends?
No. As an ambassador, I would have been informed. Jacquemus, even though he is a priest, is sometimes led astray by worldly distractions. To put things more vulgarly, he spends a little too much of his time in places of ill repute.
And it's for that reason you fear something might have happened to him?
Precisely.
Is that the only reason you're worried? Please, the more we know, the more we will be prepared for any eventualities.
I completely understand. And if I knew anything else I felt could help you, I would tell you. But it's not the case.
Do you know where we could find him?
Alas, if I knew precisely where he could be found, I wouldn't need to ask for this service. That said, I can show you on your map the location of his apartments. He lives right next to the conservatory. That would be a good place to start. Perhaps you'll find clues that my people missed.
Thank you. That will be helpful. I think we know enough. We will do our best to find your priest.
Thank you. And do go as quickly as you can, please. Each hour that passes adds to my distress.
Wait. I would like to join you if you would allow it. I know Jacquemus, and I think that I might be useful. Not here. The walls have ears.
Nice day, isn't it?
We should make our way to the music conservatory. Do you know where it might be?
It's not far, just to the east of here. I was sent there briefly when I was a child. My mother wanted me to excel in all the arts. Despite her aspirations, my professors judged that I didn't have an ear for music, and I returned to more serious studies. I mastered poisons.
Come on, be nice.
I've been on the street for weeks.
What was that? I'm so scared. I'm not gonna die. Please.
Be careful where you step. This Alliance soldier got himself killed by a trap.
Would you look at that? This soldier had a note hidden in the lining of his jacket.
I knew that Pius was taking us for fools. Look, his loyal priest has stolen something from the Alliance. Something that they are far from happy about losing, it seems.
I'm under the impression that the Father Cardinal has thrown us right into the middle of a war. We really don't need that.
I'm ready to wager that these are not the doings for the Alliance as a rule, but rather those responsible for our presence here.
You believe that Kornas is behind all of this?
Certainly not directly. Someone in favor of his ideas, that is probable. It definitely bears a likeness to their methods.
Look! The floor has been scratched and damaged here. I have the impression that there might be a secret passage. Oh, finally! We discovered how to open this cursed door. You just needed to move the book.
Yes, just a question of finding the right book. Our priest has a sense of humor.
This receipt is quite odd. There is only one name repeated several times. Irene. Irene again and again.
A list of famous sites in Peren. Was our priest perhaps on some touristic pilgrimage? I hear it's the new fashion. But why would he have locked up this note? a banality in a booby-trapped coffer.
I believe we found everything there is to see here. We'd best get going. We should take stock of everything we've learned so far.
Based on the documents we found, it is clear that the priest was keenly interested in the Alliance's representatives in Peren. I admit these representatives intrigue me as well, since they all seem to espouse ideas similar to those of the Imperialists. But it seems rather suspicious that a simple priest would carry out this type of surveillance.
I agree with you. Our priest had a very different role from the one Pius described.
And he regularly visited the guards' brothels. This receipt definitely comes from one of them.
In that case, that's where we should go. Someone there might know where he can be found.
If my ears are to be trusted, we'll soon be joined by the guard or other armed men.
Ah, you're right. We should go before being taken for thieves.
Who goes there?
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
We are not thieves, if that's what worries you.
Yeah, right. Go tell that to someone else. I'll ask you again. What were you doing in that house?
As you know, I've got a certain knack for convincing the guards. I could speak to them if you'd like.
We went inside because we were going to, sell something to the person who lives here. We're traveling salesmen, you see.
Really? Strangest salesman I've ever seen. What, with all those weapons?
Oh, you think we never get attacked? At any rate, the door was already open when we got here, so we went inside to see if the owner was in.
You must think I'm an idiot. Arrest these thieves!
Again? When will they learn?
Avoided this fight if you'd have just let me talk to them.
These guards were just doing their job. I wish we hadn't had to kill them. But now we've got to get out of here and fast.
You're right. Let's go.
I must leave. Forgive me.
Forgive me, I have to pray.
May the Enlightened bless you.
My children, it's always...
We shall leave.
May the...
Nice day, isn't it?
Our missionaries perform their duty with such devotion. I can't help but admire.
Let's show them blade on!
Folk from the Alliance looking to stir up trouble with the Guard.
Let go of me, you band of brutes! Hurting me, and if you think that I'm going to...
Shut up and come quietly. You wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to you, would you?
Aye! Unhand that girl at once. She only plies her trade in the brothel. If you want to go, just step inside and pay.
We have no interest in her services. We would merely like to have a little discussion with her without indiscreet ears listening in.
Right, and my name's Octave de Vest. Let go of her and get out of here.
Things are heating up. Let's keep our eyes open. We might learn something.
Listen, we have it from a sure source that this girl is in cahoots with a man that we suspect to be a Thélème spy.
So what? We're in Peren, not Al-Sad. Have you forgotten that the congregation is neutral?
Neutrality does not dictate that we allow a dangerous spy from a foreign nation to operate freely.
One thing is certain, it does dictate that we do not allow you to attack women to satisfy your whims.
I know this species of brute well. They will soon be unsheathing their weapons. We need to act now.
Sirs, if you would indulge me. You really believe that a courtesan knows where you could find a notorious spy? If such a spy actually exists at all. He would be a rather unskillful spy if that were the case. And these girls couldn't care less about what their clients whisper in their ears.
I have to admit, we do hear a lot. Complaints about their wives, the taxes are too high.
It does make one wonder how a savage from Tier could know all that. But you're not completely wrong. This girl doesn't seem to know anything at all. Sirs, we're leaving.
Thank you for intervening. Those maniacs were ready to spill blood in defense of their delirious delusions.
They sent chills up my spine. Thank you.
Is everyone all right?
We are, thanks to you. Thanks for stepping in.
You really fooled them. Like a true diplomat.
I just hope they won't come back. I get the impression they're not the type to give up easily.
You're right. You should double the guard and keep an eye on your customers.
Irene, I warned you that hanging around with that man would get you into trouble. Not only could it have cost you your life, but did it even occur to you to think about the others? They could have been hurt as well.
I'm sorry, but who is the man you just spoke about?
Though we greatly appreciate your help, Discretion is the cornerstone of our business. All I can tell you is that it's a priest from Theleme with rather unusual manners. The gentleman became enamored of Irene and came here often, a little too often in my opinion. And of course, his status and his origins drew the attention of those louts from the Alliance who saw him as a spy.
I'm afraid the only way to protect her from those men is to send her somewhere safe, far away from here. It just so happens that we're looking for a missing priest. If Irene can tell us what she knows about him, we can make sure she gets to safety.
That seems like a fair enough bargain. If you can assure me that Irene will be safe from those brutes. What do you say, kid?
Where will you take me?
We could take her to safety aboard the Constantia. At least until we can find her a safe place to call home.
That sounds like a good solution. What do you think, Irene?
What a nightmare. I never imagined I'd have to flee the city like this. But I suppose it's the best thing to do. If you promise to get me there safely, then I agree. And once I'm safe, I'll tell you everything I know about my client.
Then that's that. Do you want to leave now?
If you're ready, we'd better leave now. It's not a good idea to hang around here.
I'll go gather a few things and say goodbye to the other girls, and then we can leave.
Don't worry your pretty little head, darling. You'll be safe soon, and your friends will be too.
Great. We'll head to the port. It's not far.
Be careful on the road. Watch out for those Alliance men. They may try to waylay you. And take care of yourself, Irene.
Goodbye. I've never boarded a ship before. Won't I be something of a nuisance?
Of course not, my dear. My friend Alvida owns an enormous ship. It could transport an army. I am certain she'll find a comfortable cabin for you.
It's very kind of you to help me this way, in any case. Thank you. I'm not accustomed to people doing favors without expecting something in return.
You can thank us when you're on board. We're not there yet.
I did everything I could to avoid marked houses. A coin! It's for food, I swear. It's been marked since.
Thank you for taking me on your ship. It's extremely kind of all of you.
Now that you are safe, what can you tell us about this priest who was your client?
Jack
Alchemist? A charmer? A gift with words? But I loved him despite all of that. I don't know what he was up to in the city, but I knew that his only mission was not to spread the good word to Peren. He was dipping his toes into dangerous matters. He would brag about it, thinking that made him interesting. Imbecile. But I imagine what interests you is where he might be found currently, no? Once, he told me that if he ever had to disappear, he would go and hide in a hospice in the old boroughs. That is all that I know. I hope you do find him. Could you give him this letter from me when you do?
Consider it done. Safe travels all the way to Teleme.
Thank you. I will write to you when I've settled in.
Is safe. We only need to find our priest.
I would have preferred that he chose somewhere other than the old boroughs to run off to. It's a dangerous place. I can't see anymore.
Come on, brother. Charity begins at...
What's going on here? Leave this man alone.
What's it to you? Think you're some kind of hero? Get out of here, unless you're looking for a beating.
You're no match for us. You'd better go.
No match? Hear that? Just come on. Let's teach him a lesson.
Sound the alert! Let's show them what we're made of!
Stop! Stop! We're leaving. We've had enough.
That's right. Get out of here. And we'd better not catch you at it again. Are you all right?
Yes, thanks to you. Thank you for stepping in.
It was our pleasure. But be careful. Walking around alone with a big purse full of money is never a good idea in Peren.
Well, we'll be on our way. But be more careful in the future.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. And goodbye.
That big building over there, the one with the towers, that's where we've got to go?
That's right. We should take the street that goes under the arch on the right to get there. It will take a bit longer, but the alleys in this neighborhood are dodgy and full of rubble. We could run into some unsavory characters there. Or worse yet, get our clothes dirty.
Are you sure this street will take us there? It seems to be heading in the opposite direction.
If you want to get there faster, we could take the alley on the left. But you better draw your weapons. We won't get through there unscathed.
Oh, I see.
I just need a little something to eat.
These alleys are the perfect place for an ambush. Don't you think we should go around? My uncle really neglected this area. It's become a real rat's nest, full of the worst sort of vermin.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Seems ready to turn the city upside down to find our priest. We need to make sure we get to him first.
Let's go back to the hospice quickly, in the hope he'll be there.
Well, how about that? Islanders aren't so common around here. It's a pleasant surprise. Do you feel ill or hurt? Are you lost? What might I do for you?
Might you have crossed paths with the priest of Theleme? We heard he came here.
A priest? None of my visitors made themselves known as such.
No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry.
You can ask around other people if you want, but please take care not to trouble their recovery or overly tire them.
Yes, several of our sick are in extremely poor condition.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. We'll leave you to your patients.
Goodbye. We wish you well.
Just a small coin for a poor soul, my lords and ladies. If I may, you should watch your step around here. People from the Alliance are beating anyone who crosses their paths. It would seem that they're after someone. Would you have enough to spare for a piece of bread? Hunger's got a nasty bite.
I'm going to tell you a story from my people, to lighten the load of your worries.
Oh, now, I love stories. If it's a good one, I'll tell it to my friends.
Once, long ago on Tir Fradi, there lived a young hunter. He was not only the best archer of his clan, but the best of the island. He became quite full of pride, and began to behave with the other youth of this village as if he walked on higher ground. One day, while he was about to shoot at a magnificent buck, just for the pleasure of hitting his mark and not to feed his clan, he saw a very beautiful woman walk by him. So beautiful that he fell instantly in love. The beauty promised him love under one condition. Since he was so talented, she didn't want him to hunt a deer, but the moon itself. The hunter tried for days and days. He even crafted a new bow. He began to lose sleep and his appetite because all of his attempts failed. Exhausted and weak, he went to the beautiful woman again to admit his failure. She mocked him for his tremendous pride. Then she transformed into a doe and ran off in a few leaps. The hunter of the moon then understood that the person he'd loved was the spirit of the forest. From that day on, he became sensitive to the balance of life and became more generous to other young folk.
That is a beautiful story. Truly. I like it very much. I'm gonna have something to tell my friends, that's for sure. But we'll still have nothing to share to eat.
How do you get by here?
Oh, it's not a good neighborhood, that's for certain. We're all crammed in here together, the poor, sick, and forgotten. Oh, and the riffraff as well, of course, cutthroats, pickpockets. Do be careful. There's more than one here who'd gladly lighten your purses, and he's not afraid to use violence. Well, there's a refuge here. They're good with us, and they give us soup, and they heal us up when we're wounded. It's not the paradise of the enlightened, but it's better than nothing.
We'll be leaving.
Thank you again for your help.
Good day. I am sorry to bother you, but we are looking for a friend, a priest of Thélème. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Believe you me, if I knew a priest, I would already be kneeling beside him in search of some comfort.
I understand that our questions must seem a little out of place, but our friend might be in danger. Any information that you could give us might help us come to his aid and help him avoid the worst.
You seem to care a lot about him. Lucky man. At least he won't die alone. Abandoned by all. There is a man who uses, or should I say used, the power of the enlightened to soothe the sickly, but he was taken in. He is in the part reserved for those on their deathbed. Your friend doesn't have much time left.
Ugh, I can't do it. Jacquemus? Jacquemus?
Who are you? What are you doing here? You can't save me. I don't have long to live.
Father Cardinal Pius sent us to help you. We are friends of Fausta's.
Fausta? She never liked me, you know. But if the Father Cardinal sends you, you're too late.
You're not dead yet. We can take you to Pius.
I don't think I'd make it that far. But that's not important. You must find the coffer.
The coffer? What are you talking about?
A coffer containing documents. I stole it from people in the Alliance. I wanted to find out what they were up to.
And did you open it?
No, only the Father Cardinal must open it. And besides, I wouldn't have had the time. I was forced to hide it in a sort of courtyard while they were pursuing me.
So our man of the cloth here, who is not at all a spy and is only here to spread the word of the enlightened in Peren, stole documents from the Alliance. What a surprise! Well, after everything this nation has put us through, I can hardly blame him. And my curiosity is piqued when I try to imagine what those documents might contain.
In your shoes, I wouldn't do that. Find the coffer and give it to Pius. If you open it, he will be very angry. And he never forgets a grudge.
Where exactly did you drop the coffer?
In the northeastern part of the neighborhood. Where it's nearly crumbling into the river.
Thank you. We'll try to find it. Your friend Irene helped us find you. She wrote you this letter.
Ah, my darling Irene. A ray of sunshine in my dying days. How is she?
Don't you worry about your friend. The Alliance wanted to capture her so they could get to you, but we got her to safety. She's safe and sound aboard a Naut ship where the Alliance goons can't lay a finger on her. It's our friend Alvida's ship.
Oh, you did the right thing. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve any trouble on my account. I am very grateful that you've helped her. At least, I can die in peace.
We'll look for the coffer and send you some help.
It's too late for that. The coffer is all that matters. Give my regards to Fausta and the Father Cardinal.
Stay with us, Jacquemus.
May the Enlightened keep you. Protect the coffer.
He's dead.
Poor man. He died for a few stolen bits of intelligence. It seems to me that we should continue his work and find this coffer.
Let's go search the courtyards in the northeastern part of the sector, near the river.
I hope you're having a nice day.
Do you think this is the coffer Jacquemus was telling us about?
It looks like it. I have to admit that I have an incredible urge to open it to see what is in it. I'm sure it's hiding all manner of villainous secrets that could prove themselves very useful. Don't tell me none of you have an itch to know more.
There's a chance the Father Cardinal won't appreciate that we opened the box Jacquemus did so much to get back. Put it in our things. We'll give it to Pius when we see him. I believe we have done all that we could in this sordid affair.
Would you like to continue wandering about these vile boroughs, or may we return to the embassy?
Let's return to the embassy. I regret to inform you that Jacquemus, your priest, died from the wounds the men from the Alliance gave him.
May the Malachor take them. Poor Jacquemus. I will miss him. I imagine you discovered he was meant to recover important documents from the Alliance?
Yes. Why did you let us think that Jacquemus was a simple priest when you knew he had embarked upon a perilous mission?
Even though I suspected that Jacquemus was in trouble, I never once thought his very life would be in danger. I had suspected it would be enough to simply put you on his trail, without implicating you in the political affairs of Thélème. I wasn't sure which way your feelings bent towards my nation. In my feeble defense, your group is quite varied in origin. One of you even belongs to the Alliance. At the time, I thought it would be better to not tell you too much. But that was a mistake, and I am sorry. The subject is closed. Did you recover the documents Jacquemus was seeking?
Yes. Here is the coffer that he stole. We were able to recover it from where he had hidden it.
Thank you. You have rendered me an immense service. Thanks to the contents of the coffer, we should be able to put a halt to the Alliance's intrigues. Your help has proven itself valuable. So in order to prove my gratitude, and to make amends for my guilty silence, I've requested that a fowler join your group with a supply of messenger birds. This will allow you to send and receive messages with the continent without risking the public aviaries.
I must admit that I'm a little surprised. Did Captain Alvida give her permission?
Of course. And believe me, you will soon come to appreciate the freedom offered by these feathered messengers. It goes without saying that I would be delighted to vouch for you, if you still want to meet the two great families of the congregation. You've done me an admirable service. I will not forget it.
Your recommendation would indeed be very helpful.
Consider it done. I will immediately send letters to the de Vesps and the d'Orsays to inform them.
We shall leave, Your Excellency.
May the Enlightened watch over you, my children.
Walk in the light.